has arrived.
Hey, Maurice and Odie gonna take over like Zach and Cody. Black and Snerdy is the best podcast. Gonna boom like Wile E. Coyote. Gonna make magic, they move like they hairy. Ain't talking about mental health, no, it's not scary. You know that she coming up with the astrology. Mo got a comic and that's the best policy. Maurice the goat, talking about animation cause you know. Odie, she moving wavy like the boat. Watching some movies and she taking notes. Yeah, kick back, listen. Black and Snerdy have risen. Upload on a mission. 5 stars, never dissing. Black and Snerdy, ooh. Black and Snerdy, yeah. Black and Snerdy.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Black and Snerdy podcast, the only podcast where two sexy black nerds get together to shoot the shit. I am Mo, aka Kid Licorish.
And I'm Odie.
And together we are the aforementioned Snlerds here on episode 172 of the Black and Snerdy podcast. Reporting to you from 2026. How you feeling so far? I mean, the year's just kind of gotten started. The ball is rolling, so to speak. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
And then also just in general, how you feeling?
The New Year's, we're deep into it.
Yes. Well, we're kind of. It's pretty flaccid into it. Tip into it.
It's 111.
Mm-hmm.
So we got some angel numbers going on. That's cool.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, it's the start of 2026 and, we're here just trying to make things happen.
Sure. Yes, we are here trying to make things happen.
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Got some prospects on the way lined up for the not this coming week, but I think next week.
Mm-hmm.
And then also next week, my father, or this coming weekend, I think my father is gonna be here.
Mm-hmm.
Should we record a episode with him or just an episode with him around?
Up to you.
Okay.
Up to him, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see. Well, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, like overall, I'm in good spirits. We've been going through and watching the Harry Potter movies.
We have.
And we also started the Star Wars movies chronologically.
Mm-hmm.
She's a Harry Potter fan. I'm a begrudging Star Wars fan.
I am also a Star Wars fan. I think because of like, I've seen all of the Star Wars movies. I was introduced to Star Wars pretty young.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time Phantom Menace came out, I had seen all of the sequels. 3, 4, 5.
Say it again.
The first 3 that came out, are they technically 3, 4, and 5, or 5, 4, 5, and 6?
4, 5, and 6. Yeah,
so
the original trilogy.
I'd already seen 4, 5, and 6.
Mm-hmm.
So I was really excited to see Phantom Menace.
Mm.
And as you know, like I loved it. So I did not share the same ire about it.
She loved Jar Jar Binks.
I did. Now watching it, I had not watched Phantom Menace in a while. Let's say a few years.
Mm-hmm.
So rewatching it, I still have love for Jar Jar.
Mm-hmm.
However, he is very, it's a racist portrayal.
Yes, it is.
He has locks. He has this weird patois Creole that he's doing.
And people gonna die.
Like, it just was very weird. And I think the thing that annoyed me, like, by the end of the movie, the thing that annoyed me about Jar Jar, it was not about, like, he's clumsy or, like, he just, like, doesn't get stuff right. Is that there's other people in his community that don't sound like him. So what is going on?
You did point that out while we were watching. So like that's in my head canon, it's because there's a class system within the Gungans.
Yes.
And maybe he's of the poor class.
Maybe because
also, to be fair, there's a little bit of colorism as well, because the other one that spoke well was gray,
yeah,
lighter.
There's a lot of things going on. I feel like they were trying to be. I don't know if you would say.
Well, he was created for the kids.
For sure.
George Lucas was like, we should have a character in here for the kids, which is crazy because, like, for as much as obviously the original 6 movies were created by George Lucas.
Yes.
And as much as they play on, like, the myth of the hero, and they take influences from, like, previous, like, serials and you know, like Joseph Campbell's hero's journey, like that kind of stuff, like as much as it has all of those influences, when he made the Phantom Menace, it was at its, like, height, at its zenith. So he was like, I want this to be a movie that kids can enjoy with their parents. So of course you have to include regulations with trade federations, you know, like just deep entrenched politics, because, you know, kids, they love nothing than to talk about fucking, like, trade accords and shit.
The thing about it, when I first watched the movie, I mean, like, again, like I said, I love Jar Jar. Like, Jar Jar.
See, you're doing it, Jar Jar.
Well, because I told you,
baby, I like it, Jar.
Me and my sister, like, when our little sister was born, her name's Amara. We used to call her Jar Jar Binks, and we used to always call her that. Not she doesn't look anything like Jar Jar at all.
She's a very beautiful young lady.
There's nothing of it. Was just that we just
and that it feels insulting.
It was like, I don't know how, because I mean, I'm like, when she was born, I was 14. Today was 17. So I don't know how we went from.
Wait, you were 14 and Charlie was 17?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I always think of her as older.
Yeah, but you know, she's
like significantly older,
she's 3.5 years older, but she's 5 grades above me. So she graduated. She started school early. So she's all of her, like, friends are older.
Right.
Also like real adult. Like, she has kids.
She's a grown woman. she has her shit together.
She's always been like, an adult.
She's a well put together woman.
Yes. And so it seemed like it definitely gives, like, much older sister.
Yes. Wise.
But I don't know why we just started calling her that. So I never had the same ire as everybody else. I also loved Anakin. I think that even watching the movie back, still loved Anakin. I think that even him as a young, like him, I always get so angry.
Portrayed by what? Jake Lloyd, I think his name was? Jack Lloyd or Jake Lloyd?
I think it might have been Jake Lloyd. But
all right,
I always get so angry that, like, these adults who are watching the movie, they were such
Jake Lloyd,
like, assholes to him, and they were such assholes about his role that it kind of, like, forced him to it pushed him to stop acting.
The
Star
Wars community is a boisterous and protective bunch.
Nerd communities in general, they always there's going to find something wrong with something.
Right? All right,
there's never going to be a time when
it's not that they're always going to find something wrong with something. I say nerd communities are passionate communities.
They are.
It's not that they're looking for something wrong. It's that they are passionate about the thing that they care about. And therefore they are protective and sensitive about
I have told you how when the Sorcerer's Stone came out, and I went to go see it with my ex-bestie, that I almost got kicked out of the movie theater because I was very passionately exclaiming my annoyance at so many things. Like, I know when we got to, so many things were pissing me off. When we got to Hogwarts and Peeves was not there, I was, and the thing is, like, I want us to read, I honestly want us to read the books now, like, because I know you've seen the movies before, but I think that you reading the books, like us reading them together, will give you such more of, like, a dynamic understanding and like an awareness of why even when we're watching the movies, why sometimes I'm so annoyed, right? So the passion around it is completely understandable. But The problem comes when you have these old people, and I'm not going to say it, white men who are.
You're not going to say it,
I'm
but you're going to say it.
No, I didn't say I wasn't going to say it.
It sounded like you said, I'm not going to say it.
I'm going to say it. These older white men, these adult white men who are chastising the franchise, but they're not specifically chastising just the franchise in general, that they'll be chastising like the children who are cast in these movies or the young adults cast in these things. Because just like,
admittedly, that goes a step beyond the pale.
Yeah, like that's the part where
there's no reason. Like it's not Jake Lloyd's fault that he was cast in one of the biggest movies of all time, a part of the biggest franchises and IPs and legacies of all time, to play a young version, a little itty bitty baby version of one of the most iconic characters of all time.
And
like,
I think that he did a great job.
It's not on him.
I think he did a great job, especially because of the fact that he was so young. He's 9 in the movies. Anakin's supposed to be 9 years old, so you could assume he's probably around that age as well.
Yeah,
he looks very young. He did a great job. I think he did a great job acting, and like he did what he could with what he had. Right.
I would like to see the script.
Him yelling "yippee" every 5 minutes. That's what he was given. The kids kept yelling "yippee." I don't know what slaves.
It's weird. It's so weird that like
are yelling "yippee"
as a slave, he's yelling "yippee." Like he's so full. And I understand that in the grand scheme of the story, that's the whole point. Like Anakin was this bundle of joy. Mm-hmm. And over time, he gets worn down and jaded and manipulated, and he ends up going down the road that he goes down. I understand that. It's weird for me to wrap my head around a slave saying "whippy, yippee."
Yeah, but I will say, compared to the depictions of slaves,
I'm a person.
That the slave quarters that they had in Phantom Menace on Tatooine were actually not bad. They had regular houses. They weren't living in like little grass huts or something like outside.
I mean, he had his own room.
Yeah, he was
where he could tinker on C-3PO.
He
had a bigger room than Harry Potter did growing up.
He sure did. So there was a lot of things about his life,
and both of them follow that chosen one archetype.
Same thing, except for Harry wasn't.
Well.
What is the word? He wasn't an immaculate conception because
he wasn't.
That part
he
of
was
his story,
standard DNA pumped into a vagina.
Old ass 21-year-old parents. But that part of the story, I also completely forgot about. The what do they call the Malchlorians?
The Metachlorians.
Metachlorians.
The fandom also forgot about that. Like that was also a huge point of contention. Like because. In the original trilogy, the Force is made out to be more of this mystical thing, and then in the prequel, it's like, wait, so there are these microscopic organisms that feed off of the Force, and when there's basically it feeds off of the Force or something like that. So like if you have a high metachlorian count, that means that like you're stronger in the Force. It added something to the canon that
I don't think that takes away
feels weird.
I don't think that takes away.
It doesn't really
anything.
Take away.
And I think it more so just is like, okay, just because something is mystical and magical doesn't mean there's not also science behind it. Because to me, like when I think about just like the world, that our regular standard world, everything that's happening around us is like magic, right? The fact that we are breathing air, we can't see it, magic, right? Water is
we have
there,
famously
magic.
Had on this very podcast the fantasy and sci-fi debate.
Yes,
I do not want to.
We have.
I don't want to revisit that.
We could if you want.
Absolutely not. No, I absolutely do not. That was one of the darker days of this podcast. But
I just think that you can have both, and you can have. It doesn't have to be the same, and I don't think that having that mystical piece.
They can
reduces-
coexist. They can coexist.
Yeah, they coexist because it's like a both and, right?
Yeah, sure.
So, I mean, I will say like the sequel trilogies, I like them way more than the more recent. I guess the.
What do you mean the sequel
wait,
trilogies?
Okay, sorry. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, the prequel trilogies.
The
1, 2,
prequel
3.
trilogies, yeah.
I like those better than
The sequel trilogies.
the sequel trilogies,
Me
which
too.
are then
Yes, me too.
7, 8, 9. Because the first 3 movies are
7, 8,
4,
9.
5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
The last 3
Are 1, 2, 3.
Then it's 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And then 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
Now, and the one thing, like I was telling you, that will always piss me off about the most recent trilogy is that I am so pissed off that they made Rogue One, and what was the other one? What's the other one? The Force
Awakens.
Because it's so in Rogue
Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Rogue One. Who's the white woman?
Do you mean her character name?
Yeah,
or
her character name?
Her character name is something. If you give me a quick second, because it's played by Felicity Jones, but her name is Jen Erso.
But in the movie, who is she?
Jen Erso.
Oh, that's
Jen
her?
Erso.
Okay.
Yeah, Jen Erso.
So Rogue One was Jen Erso. Jen.
Erso.
Rogue One is Jen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And The Force Awakens is who?
Ray.
And my beef with those is that they came out like it was like one after the other. I can't remember which one was first. And those 2 white women look too similar.
It was The Force Awakens, then Rogue One.
They look too similar. And it was very confusing while I was watching it.
Well, one was strong in the Force and the other one wasn't.
Yeah, but like the thing is, the women looked too similar. And then you have this movie coming out after the other one, and I was that whole time I was so confused. And then I'm watching them and I'm more confused because I'm like, well, why are all the people? It was too much. It was too much happening. And so, if anything, I'm more pissed off at the recent trilogy than I was ever pissed off at Phantom Menace, because it was like he was reintroducing the story to another generation.
Sure.
And so he added some things. Jar Jar Binks could have been out. I'm not gonna Jar Jar. Sorry, I always call him Jar Jar. So
it's like you're using it's like you're using Jar Jar's patois to say Jar Jar's name. Jar Jar.
Jar Jar could have been done better. I would have, if he was a different type of whatever part.
I don't think
community.
he could have been done better.
I think if they would have had that gray guy, if that was his behavior, like he's competent and like not an idiot and bumbling idiot just everywhere.
But what about the laughs? Like there's a point in the movie where Jar Jar steps in poo. And
there's like those things as a kid I know that I loved, and I'm sure that the nostalgia of it, like watching back, those are the reasons why I feel like I have that like
a major character
the enjoyment of him. But when you first watched the movie when we were younger, did you not like Jar Jar?
I was more mystified by the Jedi plot, and I thought nothing of Jar Jar. Like I wasn't moved by him, but I also wasn't like hatred of him. You know what I mean? Like I just thought like he's just another character.
Yeah,
cool. Like
one of the key parts,
I gravitated towards Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan and Anakin's storyline.
Yeah. Because that's the main part of the story that we should be focusing on.
For sure.
I mean, I will always say, like, the Phantom Menace, they did such a great job with everything. Like, the cinematography was great. The choreography was great.
The CGI doesn't hold up, but
the CGI in some parts is a little weird. But for the most part,
it is what it is.
You know, it was made in 1999, so we can only have but so much hope.
Yeah.
Darth Maul. Always a great character.
Such a fan of Star Wars.
You could be a fan of something and not necessarily how to say its name. Do you know how many people say Hermione wrong or Hermione wrong?
How many people were saying Hermione wrong?
A lot of people.
Y'all had movies.
Yeah, but you could if you
and that was in the movie.
So
Who's saying Hermione wrong?
People say Hermione's name wrong.
They're saying Hermonian?
They might say Hermione. There's different ways. People say it wrong. Doesn't matter. You can enjoy something and not remember every single thing that happened and every single character in the thing. Do you think that I remember every single character in Harry Potter?
I absolutely believe that you do.
I don't.
You do.
I don't.
You do.
I don't.
I absolutely believe that you know and remember every single character in Harry Potter.
If I went to a Harry Potter trivia, there'd be plenty of things I would get wrong.
And you would be pissed if you got it wrong.
I would be, but the thing is that I don't think that you should be shaming me for mispronouncing a name. You can just tell me, oh, you pronounced it wrong. And then I'll say, okay, thanks. And then move forward. You don't have to passionately tell me.
But you literally just heard the name said on TV.
And the way that the same way I've been saying Jar Jar's name wrong for the past, 30 years or whatever that movie came out. It's not necessary.
All right. And
anyway, I was going to say that I love Harry Potter. And I do really like Star Wars. The difference between the two of them is that I was introduced to Harry Potter in book form, versus I have not read one singular piece of any of the Star Wars books.
They're really good.
I would actually like to read them because I do like to read the source material.
Well, to be fair, they were really good in fact, Star Wars, quite frankly, only books really that I've read, cover to cover. I'm not the biggest reader, but I read the Star Wars books, and I read some of the Star Wars books. About I forget the name of the books that take place immediately after Empire, but have General Thrawn as the main villain. I read those sequel of books. By primarily, he shows up in Ahsoka, and he's mainly in he's mainly in Star Wars Rebels. He's the main antagonist in Rebels. Yeah. He's a really well done villain in the books and in Star Wars Rebels. But, and then also Disney, when they bought Star Wars, they basically decanonized all of the expanded universe shit that came before Disney buying it in order to consolidate the canon. So they came out with Star Wars Legends, and they started printing out a bunch of comic books and stuff like that, to try to streamline the lore and world building in the storyline and stuff from there, which sucks because there was a lot of really good stuff in the Star Wars EU that existed. That adds to the world building of Star Wars. A really well done material that exists. A lot of really great books. There's sorry. I keep every time I get down this road, I keep thinking what could have been. You know what I mean? What we got was bullshit 7, 8, 9 when we could have had just so much better material, and it does exist, and it also feels shitty that it tramples on the good work that all these artists and authors have put into the Star Wars fandom, just to then be turned around by corporate and say, oh, actually, you're not canon. So sorry, you know what I mean? Or outright contradicted, because there's tiers. There's top tier, which is the stuff that shows up in the movies. There's second tier, which is stuff that shows up in television. There's third tiers that shows up in stories and books and stuff. And then there's D tier, which is whatever. But like basically,
Instagram Reels.
Hmm?
It shows up in Instagram Reels.
Sure. I showed you that YouTube video of Luke Skywalker singing "You're Welcome" to Rey. Yeah, that would be D tier, I guess. But basically, movie tier is the highest tier, which it's frustrating being a Star Wars fan, because it just is. It just is. There's so much canon, but there's so much uncanon.
The thing about these stories, this IP being so popular, it's like a twofold thing.
Yeah.
On one hand, we know that because it's so popular, that it's going to be commercialized, which is annoying, right?
Yeah.
But on the other hand, we know that because it's so popular, that probably every decade or so, maybe every 1 or 2 decades, they're probably going to put out some new movies, some new shows, and someone is going to take it over and revamp it. And so the hope is that with that comes a better program or a better movie or whatever the case may be.
That's the hope.
That's the hope.
That's the hope.
Like, I think that I forgot what we were watching. You were watching one of those, like, not a recap video, but it was talking about, I don't remember, it might have been about Star Wars, but whatever the fandom they were talking about, it was saying how the creators of the like movie or the show, they weren't actual like fans of the show.
Witcher.
Yeah. And I think that makes a big difference, right? Like right now, you know, like the Harry Potter TV series is coming out.
Yes.
And taking out any of, you know, Turf K Rowling and all of her shenanigans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Taking that outside of it, I would hope
Black Snake groan.
Yes, because we're gonna be groaning at his hairstyles. I would hope that the people who are working on the TV show are lovers of the books and not lovers of the movie, so that they would bring back the things that we were missing. Do I have a lot of hope on that? No, because as someone who read Game of Thrones, all of the Game of Thrones books, even the little like side ones, like little dictionaries and things like that, I don't feel like things are going to necessarily be as great as they could be. Because with Game of Thrones, it was like we knew it was coming from a series right off the gate, so there was so much hope, and like they immediately started changing stuff, which was annoying. And then eventually, like after season 3, it just really ran off the rails because they didn't have any more books from George R. R. Martin.
He's never
so they just kind of took whatever his kind of notes were, but they also were just kind of doing their own thing. So the hope is like maybe when we're like 50, they're going to put out some new like reboots or sequels or something for Star Wars, and we'll gather up all that stuff that was missed and put it back in, because I feel like, you know, it brings new life into the IP when you, because throughout like cinematic history, there's
so many Frankensteins,
so many Draculas, so many what's it called when we were just talking about for Christmas movies, Christmas Carols.
Oh, Christmas Carols.
And there are some that are like okay, and there's some that are amazing, you know, that we could go through. Like there's so many of certain types of movies. The Blythe Spirit, like how many of those have there been? So I think that it's like we just you gotta have to wait and hope and see that the person who gets it next will do a better job than the person that had it before, and hopefully they're like a mega fan. I think that makes a big difference. when there's these adaptations. Because if you're just kind of like, I just want to get the money, and because you can be a great director.
That's true. You can be a great director.
A great director, a great screenwriter. You could be great in all these various avenues that you need for a really good TV show or movie. And the thing about it is it will look great. Like Harry Potter looks great.
It does.
It's a beautifully shot. The acting gets better as I get older. I still have side-eyeing Emma Watson with her
about Hermione,
her freaking face that she be making all the time, pained expressions all the time. But I think a lot of that is like also due to the directors. I mean, the producers. They didn't have one singular director throughout the whole time. Yeah, I think Christopher Columbus did a really good job.
He did do a really good job introducing the world to Harry Potter.
He did, and I'm like, if we could get someone with that sort of technique and expertise, who also like me was like sleeping with the book at night to get through and like getting in trouble for reading the book during class, then amazing. Like, listen, I would not be opposed to a One Piece-esque Harry Potter series, right? Just keep cranking them out, okay? Give it to us once a week for the next 20 years or whatever.
When you said that, like, the idea of a like 50 years from now, just taking the IP and just rebooting it. This is what I thought of. Hold on. I think I queued it up just right. Hold on.
That is a little bit upsetting. Because you'd have to wait that long? Or
it's because it's like, it's...
Which one is it?
It's because like I firmly believe I'm only going to speak for Star Wars. I feel like so much damage has been done to the
IP
continuity in the universe in Star Wars that like within the next 10 to 20 years, they might just say, let's reboot the whole thing and do 1 through 9 all over again.
That would be great. You don't think that like there would be able to do a good, you don't think that like, I mean, obviously we don't have, by that point, we're going to have no one is going to be around from the originals.
No one is going to be around. I mean,
no one will be around.
They didn't even put Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, and Han Solo, Harrison Ford in the same movie.
Which was a loss. It was a missed opportunity.
Very missed opportunity.
Because by the next one, she had passed away, and they just only had that little small clip of her in CGI. Like they had like used the AI, whatever.
Yeah,
to have her in the film.
It was terrible. It was terrible. Sorry, or as I would put it,
that is a little bit upsetting.
I'm gonna get this drop. I'm gonna get this drop.
Take a shot.
Hold on. And that actually might be the title of the episode. Cause it just is like, and you have, it's a perfectly good IP where you can build upon what has already been established. Yes. And, but unfortunately, it doesn't, what you've built upon, what you use to build upon breaks all the shit that came before it. It contradicts shit that came before it.
Yeah.
It's nonsensical. Yeah. It's, I told you I was watching The Acolyte and they had a fucking lightsaber whip.
No, you didn't tell me that. I remember you talking about like how you were happy about how in Phantom Menace when it's Qui King Jong. Say it again.
No, Qui-Gon Jinn.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Mm-hmm.
How for when he got stabbed by Darth Maul,
Mm-hmm.
that he actually dies
Yes.
and is impaled by it versus in some of the shows where that wasn't happening.
Yeah, you get it like specifically in Ahsoka and in I think that there and in Kenobi. There are two instances where they've created this weird thing where you can get impaled by a lightsaber and survive.
But
which
like, how does that work?
It shouldn't work. Like it's a lightsaber. It literally, when it impales you, that is light traveling through your body. Yes, it closes the wound because of how hot it is. That it's so hot that it closes the wound. It's not like a sword where like
cauterizing.
Yeah, it cauterizes it, but like it doesn't. It fucks your organs up. Like there's no. It doesn't. Oh my goodness. Because and when they do that, they open up the. Anyhow, it's hard being a Star Wars fan. It's like it's just hard. It's just hard. It's hard. It's hard being a fan of anything that takes liberties with the thing that you care about and contradicts with reckless abandon. And I sincerely hope, this is not coming from a bitter place, I sincerely hope that the Harry Potter IP that you love and enjoy doesn't get bastardized or canonized or trampled on or contradicted in any way, even though you're gonna have a black snake.
I mean, the thing is, I don't mind with that. Here's the thing. I don't care about them race bending some of the characters, but since years have passed, decades have passed since these books have come out, and all of us millennials who loved Harry Potter have gotten older. We reread it. We're more introspective, writing all these think pieces, podcasts, etc. on it. There are some things that before she ever came out with her like nonsensical garbage, we're kind of calling out as like, maybe you weren't really doing what you thought you were doing in this like inclusivity part, right? Number one, Cho Chang. Her name is terrible. Why would you name her that?
Cho Chang.
Pavarti and her sister. It's Pavarti and what's her sister's name?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it just left out my head. But Pavarti Patel and her sister, her twin sister, their characters being just so unnuanced and not really enhancing or adhering to like what you would think would be coming from like Indian culture, right? The same with Cho Chang.
Mm-hmm.
Like all these characters you have all these random black people like Lee Jordan, completely removed from the series in the movies after like his one or two times being a Quidditch commentator, and just like kind of using the people of color that show up in the movies as kind of just like these magical Negro background characters, like fodder.
Sprinkle them in like bacon bits.
Because I honestly, I showed you the meme the other day about, it was the black boy, the dark-skinned, heavyset black boy from Prisoner of Azkaban, who's like talking about Sirius Black or whatever. Yeah. And how he came in, that was the first time we'd ever seen him. We don't know his name.
Oh, he doesn't even have a name?
I don't know who this is, if this is somebody that is mentioned in the book.
Because he was a Sirius Black.
I literally could not tell you. And it's like those sort of like, you just drop them in to make sure there's diversity. And then that's it. That's all we get from them. So many of the characters are truncated. Lavender Brown was supposed to be a black woman. Now we haven't really seen Lavender Brown too much.
Yeah, I was about to say, have we even seen Lavender Brown at all?
We've seen her, but not really, because the first movie, she was black. By the time she gets introduced when she starts having actual like roles in the movies, she's turned into a white girl. Okay,
Lavender Brown is a white woman.
So there's so many things
that's like
that like everyone that we've had issue with. The way that she described like her portrayal of Seamus and like Irish folks, the portrayal of Dean Thomas as this like fatherless black boy. All these things we have had issue with. We have talked about it. We have all these things. But I do hope in this new series that they are able to rectify some of those wrongs, that they are able to go back and hear what people were talking about, and they've done something different. Honestly, the only thing that I want them to do is just stick to the source material you have in front of you.
You can want them to stick to the source material, but
you see the source material. That's your script right there. You could add some floor. You could add, but you could add up there and stuff in there for the TV show, but don't remove things. Okay,
and even that's dangerous. Don't tell them that they can add shit to your world.
I mean, that's the only thing we could hope is that they are going to do the characters justice, because the Weasleys did not get their just due.
Apparently, they're like the Wayans of the Harry Potter world.
They are.
There's like 19 of them.
The Weasleys don't get their just desserts. Hagrid doesn't. Like, yes, we see him a lot, but he doesn't get nearly as much as he should. Like, so many of these characters, even the ones that are in there for just like one book, they don't get the like character development that they could have gotten or that they should have gotten. And it's frustrating because we're missing out on all this really, really great.
It adds to the texture of the world.
It adds to the texture of the world. Now, like, the one thing I will never say about the Harry Potter movies is that they were not, the cinematography wasn't great.
Yeah, the cinematography was good. Yeah.
When they did actually show you Hogwarts outside of the Great Hall, they did a good job of making it like look really cool and all that.
Yeah.
I just like the point of being in this magical world is it's supposed to be magical and different and great and amazing, all that. We get that in the book. We don't get that in the movie as much because so many parts of the world that we see, we don't go into it really in the movies. We just kind of like it like pans over. It's a quick flashback or whatever the case may be. But you know, here's to hoping. And I'm not gonna be watching. I feel like with the Harry Potter series, I need to find a way to bootleg it because I don't want to give her any streams. She'd be pissing me off so bad. Like, I don't know what to do. And it's like you picked Snape to be the black man, the one
they're going to have issues when it comes to actually executing that.
How is his hair going to look? What are you going to do with his hair? You give him a silk press?
We just watched the not the Goblet of Fire, the Order of the Phoenix, and we find out in the past that
he's
been bullied by Harry Potter's dad,
he's the hated character. He's poor, he's bullied, he's mean and ornery, and then he's gonna die this terrible death. Everybody hates him just in general. I'm not a Snape hater. I'm also not a Snape wife.
I don't want to be a Snape hater. Wait, no, wrong thing.
What song were you trying to use?
I'm not a
Snape hater. I just puff a lot.
I couldn't figure it out.
I just huffle a lot.
Yeah.
But like, there's so many parts. I'm like, you could have picked anybody. Dumbledore would have been great to be black. McGonagall, Hagrid. Professor Flitwick, anybody. You could have picked anyone. This just didn't need to be Snape, and I just feel like you could have found somebody else. And I'm still just mainly concerned about the hair, because he needs to be able to be a bad bitch and flip his little his bust down bob bust down Babayana, how's he gonna do that? And what if, like, I don't want you to give him this stupid lace front Tyler Perry wig, because I'll be real pissed off at that.
Well, only time will tell.
Only time will tell.
Yeah.
Okay,
and while we're gone, check what I did. Press the gold button.
That was gold.
That's orange.
That is a little bit upsetting.
All right, so that show was a little longer than we usually do, but it was good. So
yeah.
Are you ready to get into pop culture shenanigans?
You know it.
When you want a hot meal without a big deal, what are you gonna pick?
Pop topics. All
right.
right, where are we gonna start?
Well, speaking of movies, as we just were, there's an award show happening tonight.
Mm-hmm.
The Golden Globes.
Golden Globes.
The Golden Globes. Now, question.
Mm-hmm.
Are the Golden Globes the Academy Awards?
No, they are not. They're different.
Different.
They're a different entity. The Golden Globes are international, I believe.
Okay.
Whereas
So Golden Globe.
Yes.
Academy Award is movies from America.
And Golden Globes encompasses movies and television, I believe.
It does. Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you want to look through the nominees, or do you want to do some fashion police?
Well, let's do the fashion police first, and then we can look through the nominees.
All right.
I'm looking at some of the award winners now, and we got to see some of this stuff.
Yeah,
like,
I do want to. I remember when I worked at the AMC in Georgetown.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they did it for the Golden Globes or for the Academy Awards. You used to be able to buy like a whole. I think AMC might still do it, but you could buy like basically a block to go the whole day and watch all like the major nominated films. Which I thought was cool. Like, you did just be there all day. You're coming in, you're eating popcorn, you go to the bathroom, all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's a good day.
Yeah.
All right, so let's look at some of the looks.
Yes.
All right. Ariana Grande, she's nominated for the sequel Wicked for Good.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of this outfit? Let me see if I can.
It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. I
think that
I'm still concerned for her health, but that's just me.
Me as well. And it's one of those things where you never like talking about people's bodies because anything could be going on, but it's also like it's apparent that everyone on that film has had a complete transformation since they got on the film.
Yeah.
And they were
it's a fine dress.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's kind of swallowing her up. She's so small that like, and not like talking about that, just like her general, she's a petite person.
Yeah, but how much dress she got?
A lot.
Yes. And it's like, it's dark. I don't know. I know it's January, so it's like the colors might be a little bit more muted or whatever, but I just feel like it could have been a little bit more interesting.
Yeah.
It's not wowing me.
Yeah, it's not.
Glenn Powell. So he is being recognized this year for his role in the show Chad Powers. I've not seen it. What do you think about this outfit?
It's a fine tuxedo. I think it's okay.
I like it. I think that I like when the men don't just wear a black suit. So I think this is fun. He played around with some colors. The hair is okay. He's like a navy blue. It's a navy velvet.
I guess it is navy. It looks black from here.
It's a navy velvet. So it's all right. Jenna Ortega.
I don't want to see Jenna Ortega anymore.
Why?
Her eyebrows upset me. Or the lack thereof.
The lack of eyebrows.
It's just she's all head and she's all forehead, and it's like she's a ghost. Hell, oh my goodness. You know who they're probably gonna get to play Beatrix Lestrange in the fucking Harry Potter TV show?
Who?
Jenny Ortega.
You think so?
I wouldn't be surprised.
She wouldn't be old enough because Beatrix is at that point. She should be in like her late 30s, early 40s.
Well, by the time we get to Harry Potter and the fucking Order of the Phoenix, she'll probably be the age.
Well, you know what? If they do it right, yes. If they do it right, yes. And hopefully she do a accent. I am on the fence about this outfit. It's Just it looks like drapes.
Yeah, it's not.
It's kind of like and she's
Not giving.
It's not giving anything. It's giving like she was trying to give Morticia,
Mm-hmm.
and it's giving more Mortician.
Mortician. I think that's what you. Uh-oh. Hold on.
Did something unplug?
I don't know. I have to double check. No, I think we're good.
Are we okay?
We are
All right.
good. We're still recording.
All right. So this is Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez giving some old Hollywood. He always looks dirty.
Yeah, he looks like he smells.
But
And I can't deal with it. So
she looks beautiful. I think it's a very
She looks good.
classic Hollywood look.
Mm-hmm.
Who is this? Oh, the Blackpink star, Lisa, who was in White Lotus.
Mm-hmm.
Again, lots of black. We're seeing a lot of black.
Yeah, I mean, it's that time of the year.
But I still think just because it's January doesn't mean we can't have color.
Mm-hmm.
And they're also, what is happening in LA? Usually, right?
Is this happening in LA?
I think the Golden
Where's the
Globe.
gold? No, I thought it's usually abroad. Where
Is it?
is the Golden Globes?
It was in California,
Oh, okay. I
in
guess
Beverly Hills.
So. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Beverly
so I
Hills,
feel like it's
California.
like Beverly Hills is not a freezing tundra, so you could do a little something. This is kind of like, all right,
Mhm.
she's a beautiful woman, so it just kind of feels like this outfit is swallowing her up
Mhm.
and it's boring me.
Sure.
Oh, here she is.
Who?
There.
Who is this?
Bella Ramsey.
She has color.
Are they non-binary or are they just queer? Because I can't remember. I feel like they came out as something.
Mm-hmm.
It might have just been queer. I don't know. But I don't want to. What is the word?
Well, it's not popping up when I'm. Oh, actually identifies as they, them. Yeah. Okay.
So they don't look good. I don't like this outfit.
No, they don't.
This bow is really would take the bow off.
Lazy as shit.
And they would have done well.
Be a dad.
This
terrible.
They are
just not
like
doing it.
Adorable.
It's lazy. It's
sweet,
quite
all
lazy.
that.
It's quite lazy.
The smile, beaming, love that. I just do not like this outfit. And also, how are you moving your arms?
Same. You didn't think about this. Didn't think it through.
Whoever their stylist is, fire them.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Ayo and a bit.
Ayo, trying to use the technology. Anyhow,
Ayo is
history aside,
beautiful.
Ayo does look beautiful in this.
I like the hair. I will say the dress again is the black is kind of boring.
I think
for
it's
me.
fine.
It just looks fine. It looks
to my knowledge, Ayo was not really that flashy of a person.
Yeah.
So it's just, she got her hair done and
she looks beautiful. It just doesn't scream
just
like Golden Globes.
Very simple dress.
Very simple.
Yeah.
Julia
Roberts
again.
It's a power suit.
Julia Roberts, beautiful. Okay. She's always beautiful. I'm bored. Very bored.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What's her name?
Who's this?
I was gonna say Scarlett Johansson. Jennifer Lawrence. I actually like this. I don't like this pose of the picture.
I hate it. I hate
this. You hate it?
Not to be a prude, but like it's a little too revealing.
I like that part about it.
Sure.
Yeah, I bet I do. I bet I do. 100%. I bet I do.
It's a little too revealing,
and
it's like
it's different.
How are you gonna sit?
She gonna sit. No one's looking up her cooch underneath the table.
Yeah, you sure? Look at all these cameramen in the background.
Well, I think she looks good. It's reminiscent to me of one of the outfit Beyonce wore to like a Met Gala or something. It's like I've seen this kind of style before. I like it. I'm curious what it would look like with the jacket. I think the picture they have here.
Did you pause it?
So, I mean, I like it. I'm curious with what it would look like with the jacket on. I think it needs a better picture.
Yeah.
The Rock and his wife.
That's not his wife, is it?
That's not his wife?
No, I don't think that's his wife. I think that's
Yes, it is his wife, Lauren Hashian.
Oh, it is.
They look nice.
They look nice.
Yeah, very nice, very standard outfit.
Sure.
Jessie Buckley from Hamnet. I like this color. I think she looks very nice. I like all these things about it. Not all the things. Only thing is, I think the draping is a little awkward.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I don't really like the flower design on it.
I'm not sure if she has a baby bump.
Yeah, I was gonna say something, but I've been told that is rude.
It is. So I'm not sure if she does, or if it's just the kind of the way that the outfit is cut and all the draping.
Yeah, sure.
But I think it's not my least favorite. I think it's nice.
Yeah.
I think she looks nice and I like the color.
Now this is a dress I like.
Elle Fanning?
Elle Fanning.
Elle Fanning, yeah, I like it. I don't love the hair, but this is usually how I feel like she wears her hair. It's very basic hairstyle.
Basic hair.
But I think she looks beautiful.
Yeah. Next
Coleman
Domingo.
I like it. It's even though it's like a standard tux or suit, I like the embellishments.
Sure.
He didn't go as far out as he usually does.
It's my kind of outfit.
But I think
like,
it's even though it's understated
with some garishness.
I like it. I think he looks good. He always looks good.
Sure.
Mini Driver.
Oof. No. No, thank you.
I don't like
the pattern.
I don't like the pattern. I like the shape and I like the draping and the capey type of thing. I don't like the pattern of it.
Yeah.
It's kind of giving Roaring 20s. That type of like flapper girl look, but
more like boring 20s.
I think it could maybe if it was a different color, I don't know. But again, a lot of black and silver.
Sure.
Valkyrie, Tessa Thompson.
I like the color.
I like the color. I like it. I feel like she always looks beautiful, usually whatever she wears. So I like that she brought in some color. She looks good. So good for her. Who's this? Amy Lou Wood from The White Lotus. Okay. I actually like this outfit, even though it's black. It does have the different kind of shadings of black. Shades of black.
I don't like this.
And I like the
flouncy.
I like the like it's like the bodice part. I like it. It's kind of like Bridgerton-esque, so I think she looks good.
Okay. Are we gonna go through all of them? I just looked ahead.
There are a lot of
There's a lot of people.
Okay, you look to see to some people that you want us to do.
Okay, we can talk about the next person.
Tiana Taylor looks gorgeous. I think she's very striking.
I like her hair. I like the outfit.
Yeah.
The tattoos are popping. Everything is popping.
The tailoring of it is great. Let's see. Who are some people? Meh.
Adam Scott looks okay.
Rose Byrne, yeah.
And we could, I think.
Zoe Deschanel.
Yeah, we can skip. We can skip.
Amanda Seyfried. You're right. You look nice.
Yeah.
It's Golden Globes. Who is this actor? Owen Cooper. Oh, from Adolescence.
Yeah.
I feel like this.
We still have to watch that.
Yeah. I feel like this suit needs more tailoring. It's kind of swallowing him.
It's kind of boring looking.
And boring. Swallowing him and boring.
Skipping.
Okay, who's this? Chase Infinity? It's not boring. I will say I like it for the sake of the it's different.
It is different. I don't know if I like it.
I like
think it's
it
fine.
For the difference. I like the color, like the way that it's shimmery, and I like the shaping.
Mm-hmm.
It looks kind of like a rose petal, maybe, or it's not a rose petal, like some sort of flower petal.
Skip. Damson Idris looks good.
Where do we? Oh yeah, well, Damson Idris is like, look at the material. He always looks good. It's a boring suit. It's a boring regular tuxedo.
But he's wearing it.
He
is wearing it. All right, skip.
Leonardo always looks. What's her name? Robin Wright.
Yeah. She looks okay.
What are their names? Jonas and
Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra.
Priyanka, I don't like this cut of the dress.
Priyanka, no, I think the bottom is weird.
Oh, and now Woon Mi, she looks gorgeous with her baby bump. Beautiful yellow. Yellow always looks beautiful on black skin, so love that for her. And her co-star from Sinners, Haley Stanfield, also having her baby bump. Now,
a lot of people getting knocked up. A lot of people getting knocked up at the same time.
I think that she looks beautiful, but I also kind of think this dress is kind of swallowing her.
Mhm.
Maybe I think I would have liked it maybe if they took the sleeves off.
Maybe.
Because it kind of makes her look matronly a little bit.
I mean, she's about to be a mother.
But you don't gotta be matronly just because you're a mother.
You don't have to be. You get to be.
Miles Caton. I like the little zoot suit-esque. Not zoot suit. Well, yeah, the stripes. Is that zoot suit?
No.
Well, I like his suit. He looks nice. J-Lo looks like she's going to prom. Like this suit. It's nice. She always looks beautiful. Now one of my best dressed, Duke McCloud from All Her Fault, the TV show from I think it's on Peacock.
I think it's on Amazon
He
Prime.
looks
Oh no, it is on Peacock. Yeah,
so cute, and look at his little style and his swagger. This is how you come to the Golden Globes, men. Okay, look at his little dapper self. So I loved him. To me, one of the best dressed.
Sure.
Mark Ruffalo and his wife look nice. Alicia Silverstone, nice. Snoop Dogg.
I don't know what Snoop Dogg
why
is doing.
he's there. And I also don't know what's going on with this suit. But hey, he's there.
He's there.
And
He showed up.
of course, the incomparable, the gorgeous, the amazing Cheryl Lee Ralph.
Yes. I should get a drop for her. I don't know what's an iconic thing that she said on Abbott that would be drop worthy.
I don't know, but she's got a lot of things.
She says a lot.
She got a lot of stuff throughout her
Sweet
career.
Baby Jesus.
You know, maybe that. Who knows?
Maybe.
But she looks gorgeous. I love this color, this olive color. I love the cape kind of behind it, the little train behind it. So
yeah, it's doing it for me.
she did a good job. So far there have been some winners.
Yes, there's been some Golden Globe winners.
All right, so best film, Hamnet won. Let me share it so y'all can see what we're seeing at the same time.
Yes.
So Hamnet won. There was a lot of great movies. I had not seen Hamnet.
No.
I would like to see it, but I'm sure it's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's about Shakespeare's losing his son and he and his wife dealing with it.
Yeah, it's it won Best Motion Picture Drama.
Yes, best film for drama.
Mm-hmm.
Sinners was in the category, so it should have won. I have not seen some of the movies in the musical or comedy. One Battle After Another is on HBO Max. We
yes,
have not
it is.
watched it. We'll watch.
Yeah, we'll watch it.
I'll watch it.
Yeah, we'll watch it.
I'm not going to say I'm not going to, so who knows? The Secret Agent, I saw that they won. One of the actors who won for that is like the first Brazilian actor to win the best actor role, so that'll probably be further down. But The Secret Agent is
you're on a
Brazilian
different
movie.
site than I am.
Yeah.
I'm on the New York Times.
Do you want me to share this with you?
Yeah, share that with me.
Okay.
Yeah, but One Battle After Another won Best Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy, which I've never seen it, so I don't know if it feels like it's a Paul Thomas Anderson movie. I don't know if he's known for comedy, so
yeah, but maybe
it feels
like
we're
dry
stretching
comedy.
We're stretching the definition of comedy.
Maybe like a dry
a
comedy.
little bit too thin. Oh, wait, no, that's delivery of food.
Best animated film, K-pop Demon Hunters, 100%. Yes.
Yeah, I can see that.
Zootopia was also in the running.
Mhm.
Zootopia is also really good.
Mm-hmm.
K-pop Demon Hunters had to get it. That
Yeah, it
has
had to
gone
get it.
triple platinum in this house.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jessie Buckley won for Best Actress for a Drama. The rest of these movies in the category for the rest of these people, I have not seen it. I do want to see After the Hunt, the
Mhm.
one that Julia Roberts and
Now I
Ayo.
think that's on Amazon Prime.
Okay, because
Yeah.
that one I heard was really good, so I do want to see that. Wagner Moura, that's the one who won for The Secret Agent,
Yeah.
first Brazilian
Yeah.
to win. Now, I personally have not seen that movie. I'm sure it's very great, but I think Michael B. Jordan was robbed because of how good he did in Sinners.
Yes.
He played two people, and he did it seamlessly.
Yes, he did.
And Michael B. Jordan, I would say we all like to clown him a little tiny little bit because of some of his acting skills, right? Because we know he can do certain roles, but he's not necessarily what you would say.
He doesn't have the widest range.
He doesn't have the widest range, but he fucking did that in that movie.
He did.
So
I agree with you.
For Best Actress for a Musical Comedy, Rose Byrne, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Now, I do feel like I've seen the trailer for this movie at one time.
I have not even heard of this movie.
But I'm not like, I don't know when I saw it if I was even interested in it, but I do want to see Emma Stone's Begonia.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things.
I've heard a lot about that.
Yeah.
Best Actor for a Musical or Comedy, Timothée Chalamet. He's been winning a lot.
Yeah, he's been on a roll.
I haven't seen that movie.
He's got old Hollywood feel to him.
Does he?
Yeah, he does.
Or
because like he's got like that kind of like old school Hollywood, back when like Hollywood stars were stars and they weren't on social media and you didn't have that level of like accessibility to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I guess
you didn't know that much about them. You know, it was just like, I don't know, aloofness, detachment. I don't know.
But congratulations to Tiana Taylor because she won for her role as Best Supporting Actress in one battle after another.
Good.
Which is great.
Good.
I do. Amy Madigan. Is that the one from Ozark?
No. Amy Madigan?
Yeah. Who was she in? She was in Weapons, but who was she in?
Actually, is she from Ozark? No. That's
But was she? Oh, she was the witch.
Yeah, she was the witch.
Now I would say she did a great job.
She did a really good job. Yeah.
Weapons. So now we're really gonna have to see one battle after another to see like who was better.
Yeah, sure.
I'm surprised that Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo did not win for Wicked this time, maybe because they won for Wicked last time.
I'm not that surprised.
Stellan Skarsgård, he won for Sentimental Value. I've been wanting to see that movie because it does look good. It's one of those like, international dramas that it's going to be like hard hitting. And the trailer for that looks really good.
And he's a more seasoned Skarsgård.
Yeah, for sure. Cinematic and box office achievement, Sinners won. I wonder if that is due to I
didn't even know that was an award to be given.
That exactly. And I don't.
That's such a weird award. It feels like a.
I feel like it's a new award they just threw in here.
What do you call that? Like a not a placeholder, but like it's the kind of thing where like we're not going to give you the big thing,
exactly.
But
so we're going to give you
something.
So we can say you did win a Golden Globe.
Yeah, you won something.
You won.
Yeah.
One battle after another is really sweeping.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. I want to watch it with you.
They're really sweeping.
I've been waiting to watch it with you, but
you haven't suggested to watch it. You can't be waiting.
I suggested it when it came out. I was like, "Hey, do you want to watch this?"
Yeah, sure. And I said, but it was like,
and then we ended up watching fucking Miss Piggy do some bullshit or something like that. I don't know what it was. I just remember it got vetoed.
Golden won for Best Original Song, which. Yes, good for them. Sinners, Best Original Score, so that's a good one. That definitely should have won.
Okay, now we get into the TV categories.
All right, so now these TV ones, a lot of these I have not seen.
Okay.
Or haven't seen like currently, because I watched the first season of White Lotus. I did really like it, but I did not finish it. I've seen like an episode
and some of these
Severance.
We just don't have like Apple TV.
Yeah, so, and then The Pit, we said we wanted to watch.
Yeah.
For comedy or musical, The Studio is also Apple TV. I've heard a lot of great things about it.
Things about it.
Abbott Elementary, obviously amazing. A lot of these for comedy or musical, we've said we wanted to watch.
We still have to watch The Bear. We still have to watch Hacks. I've heard some good things of Nobody Wants This.
I've heard good things about that.
And I'm kind of just tired of murder mysteries, so I'm like, I don't know if I really want to watch Only Murders in the Building.
But I have heard it's good.
I've heard it's good. I was just like, I don't know.
What's their names?
Steve Martin and the smaller one.
Yes.
Martin Short.
Yes.
Yeah.
Best limited series, the Adolescents one, which is great for them.
Yeah, good. Rhea Seehorn Pluribus won Best Actress.
She's from.
That's on Apple TV. She's from
Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul, yeah.
Yeah, and Kathy Bates is doing a good job in Matlock. I like I remember because I used to watch Matlock with my Nana, of course, like we all did on sick days.
Yes, of course.
So I was curious of how they were going to do this new one, but I like it. I think it's a good the way they've incorporated it. It's not like it's like she's a new Matlock. It's that like, well, I'm not going to spoil it, but they incorporate the old one in a way that makes sense. Noah Weil, he won Best Actor for The Pit.
Yeah, really want to watch that.
So that's good. That's a good one. Best Actress, Jean Smart. Good for her for Hacks.
Yeah, good.
Which is great because she's an amazing actress. She deserves it. Seth Rogen won Best Actor for The Studio. Michelle Williams, Dying for Sex. I have wanted to watch that because I looked at the trailer and it looked really interesting.
I haven't heard of it.
I believe that if I'm remembering correctly,
where is it?
Is it Hulu? It might be on Hulu, but if I remember correctly, Michelle Williams' character is diagnosed with cancer, and she basically like decides to like fuck her way through the rest of her diagnosis.
All right, it is on Hulu.
You know, she's like, it's like her sexuality and her mortality, all these things wrapped up in one. I will say though, Rashida Jones did an amazing job for Black Mirror.
She did.
I think that only reason I think that Michelle Williams, from not watching the show, her getting it is more deserved is because it was a longer series for her. Because Rashida Jones was only in the one episode, but in that one episode she did a lot. Stephen Graham won for Adolescence. He's been winning a lot for this show, so that's
I've heard a lot of really good things for Adolescence. I want to watch it. The next 3 awards is for Adolescence.
I kind of want to watch the Ed Gein story. I know it's gonna be crazy, but I heard it was really good.
Not for me.
Best stand-up, Ricky Gervais won for Mortality. Okay.
I mean,
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
Listen, I like Ricky Gervais.
You do?
I do. I think he's funny.
He's a little pretentious to me.
Like, I think he's funny, dry British wit. I like it. If I was gonna, I mean, I've seen out of these, I've seen Kevin Hart and Camille Nanjiani's.
Yeah.
Have I seen the Brett Goldstein one?
That's the one on HBO Max.
Okay, maybe I haven't watched that one yet.
I haven't, and I definitely haven't seen the Bill Maher one.
But well, yeah, because fuck him. But
I don't know. There's a fucking best podcast award.
They just added it.
Oh, fuck out of here!
And so
bullshit.
So
we should be nominated for best podcast.
So the thing about the nominations for the best, because this is a whole new edition they put for this year. The thing that people were upset about was that basically all of the podcasts are white podcasts. Yeah. And if I was going to pick people to be on here,
I would pick us. I would also pick The Read. I would also pick
I would pick the Friend Zone.
Maybe Comedy Bang Bang.
Like there's so many
there's so many really good
really
podcasts that have been good for a long time. And
they deserve the recognition. And there's so many I just
sorry, Dak Shepard, but or if we were going with an NPR podcast, I wouldn't go with Up First.
Yeah, I would not. There's so many other ones.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's one with Brittany Luce that I really like. That's not because hers is not Up First. Let me see. The one with Brittany Luce is also a Howard grad, and she used to host for Colored Nerds.
Yeah.
Hers. Let me see if it's gonna pop up.
Well, either way, I wouldn't have. These aren't good for Amy Poehler. Congratulations. I'm sure
it's been a minute. That's the one that she hosts now.
Sure.
But listen, I've watched Good Hang with Amy Poehler. I do like it. So I think out of all of these, sure. The Mel Robbins podcast, I also like that one. Call Her Daddy is really good, but I just think this is a very, it's another Golden Globe so white situation. So, excuse me. But the Golden Globes, I think, like all award shows, they will cater to who they think the audience is.
Yeah, sure.
Not who the people who are actually.
I mean, we're not watching the Golden Globes.
We're not, and not to say that. I think that I would watch the Golden Globes.
It's not like I'm boycotting the Golden Globes. It's just I'm not watching.
Just like you
it's
have to.
Not. It doesn't.
First of all, can we say we've said this on multiple occasions? They are not marketing these award shows the way
I didn't know it until we were recording, and then you said, "Oh, it's happening."
Because
was like,
I've known that
okay.
they were coming up, but like the way that they used to market them, I feel like when we were younger,
Yeah, we used to see fucking billboards and
everywhere.
marketing on the side of trains and just
You just would see it. So you're outside, you're like, oh,
some
yeah,
commercials.
I
You
gotta
can't
watch
tell me
that.
you can't tell me that you can't do YouTube commercials with as much of YouTube that I watch. Like
You got fucking ice
you know
commercials
how-
on YouTube.
yeah, you have ice commercials on YouTube. You have fucking progressive commercials. Like, do you know how many of those progressive commercials? Hell, you got local New York commercials. Like, fucking Celino is no longer with Barnes, and I know that because I've been watching the commercials of
and
it.
Barnes is dead because he died in
Barnes
an
is dead.
accident.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
But yeah, I think that it just is not. They're not pushing them the way they should and or could.
Yeah.
And so, like, to me, like, I always liked going to like a bar and watching the shows with everybody, similar to like the Super Bowl or something like that.
Yeah, sure.
Because it's fun to see it with everyone. But I just feel like in the last, I would say, like, decade, they've really, I don't know if it's like a money thing, but they have reduced the amount of promotion they put behind these award shows. And I feel like it just does a disservice to the, like, everyone who's there, because all these actors and the directors and everyone who goes to these shows, they go there to like celebrate themselves, celebrate their work. Even if they don't win, it's still like, it's great that you got to go and we get to be usually hopefully you'll have a good host. I think Nikki Glazer was the host this year.
She was?
Yeah, because I saw something about her ripping into CBS for cutting out the piece that they were supposed to have.
Yeah, it is Nikki Glazer. Good for
they
her.
had cut out the piece they were supposed to have on the people who were being like stolen and sent back to the detainees, being sent back to was it El Salvador? But it was like a whole thing that happened like last month. So like she was like cut into them, and it's like, it's good when you can have like a host that's really funny, like can really pinprick the different parts of society that's going on right now. So it's like it's a missed opportunity in general.
Sure. Oh, is this like her? How many times has she done this?
I think she's done it like 2 or 3 times.
Okay, yeah, because I keep going back to look at the other hosts, but it keeps popping up as Nikki Glazer. Okay, fine. That's been the Golden Globes.
I'm trying to. I guess we can kick this out. I had a video that's not coming up right now of Woonmi talking about her pregnancy, but we can move past that.
Yeah, we can keep it moving.
All right. So speaking about movies, in another frame of reference, someone has created a list of Denzel Washington movies that they're calling was it Denzel year or something like that, where basically they were saying that Denzel has 52 movies. And you could watch one each week. And
I feel like it's at least 52.
At least.
Yeah.
And creator Brooklyn Wright Greer, who's also like a writer, she posted it up that you could watch each movie once a week.
Yeah.
And I feel like, and I know I tried to get us to do this last week.
Yes.
I feel like we
can
can watch one movie a week of his.
I agree with you that we can watch one movie every week. I'm just saying that at this point in the calendar, we would need to
double up.
Watch.
We'll have to double up.
What, 2?
We'll have to double up.
Because we missed the first week.
We'll have to watch. Yeah.
Unless it's like are we going by the first full week of January? Then we just got
January 1st through January 7th. From January 7th through the 14th.
Okay, so that's 2. All right.
That's all I'm thinking of it.
No, I was thinking of it as like the first full week, like January 4th.
I think we could double up.
All right. But I mean, we can.
We could double up, and
we just got to watch 2 now,
Yeah.
and then 1 later this week.
Yeah, like that. And I feel like we could just see, you could just take notes, see how it works.
Okay.
And if y'all want to join us in this Denzel movie, someone made a name for it and it was really good. And now I cannot think of what it was, and it's not showing up here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't see it either.
Well, everyone, let's try to do this. Let's see if we can do it. It's fun. It's an enjoyable thing. Denzel's a great actor. And you could see maybe we should do earliest to most recent. I think we could do it like that. That takes out all
if we can.
The worry. The only thing is that we got to find where to watch all the movies, but I feel like some of them all of his movies are gonna be up somewhere.
We tried looking the other day, remember?
But we found a good portion.
We found some of them. We didn't find not enough. Not enough. Few solid Denzel's, but not enough. We saw. Well, I mean, hooray that HBO Max has Mississippi Masala. That's so great.
Cinemazel. Yeah, Cinemazel 26. Cinemazel 26. That's what people are calling it on the interwebs. Because Cinemazel, but not the A. Cinemazel.
That is a little bit upsetting.
I don't know if it was worth it.
All right.
But we can go through it.
We can
oldest to and go through that way. Yeah.
All right.
Let's see if they have Wilma anywhere.
Which one is Wilma?
Wilma 19. Oh, it's a TV movie. Never mind.
It's
Are we just doing movies? Or
I want us to go through and do all the movies. Movies, theatrical, streaming,
there's a lot of
TV.
You started out in the TV movie realm. Oh, first movie, Carbon Copy.
I vaguely remember that movie. Who was in it?
George Siegel, Susan St. James, James Warden, Dick Martin.
What's the premise?
When a rich white corporate executive finds out that he has a illegitimate black son, things start falling apart for him at home, at work.
Yes.
And
I do remember this movie.
In social circles.
Yeah, I do remember this movie. All right.
Fine.
All right. So in other movie news, we have talked about this before, but Mahershala Ali's Blade has been officially canceled, right?
Yeah.
However, we are supposed to be getting a movie called Midnight Suns. Do you know what Midnight Suns
is? Midnight Suns is a group within the DC universe, but here's my thing, I feel like it usually has, I think Wolverine and Blade are part of it.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I don't believe Marvel or Disney Marvel, I should say, when they say that they're coming out with a project, because they've been saying that they're going to do a Blade project for years, and it's just now, they just now canceled it.
Yeah.
It makes no sense to me how you can't figure out how to do a Blade movie. It's right there.
Ali, on.
It's right there. It doesn't have, it's not complicated.
Look at what Ryan Coogler did with Sinners.
Yeah.
So you can't tell me you couldn't have created a dope ass Blade movie, because he took the idea of vampires and black people and turned it all over the place.
Yeah.
So you already had IP. Now you're doing something different. You could have gotten it together. But industry insider Jeff Schneider told the Hot Mic podcast that I'm hearing Blade is dead and that it is a Midnight Suns movie. He will not be introduced in a solo movie. He'll be introduced in Midnight Suns.
Again, that's upsetting.
So,
And again,
That is a little bit upsetting.
it is.
the Midnight Suns movie has not officially been confirmed by Marvel.
And it probably won't be.
But Marvel has introduced the core members of the team in several projects,
Mhm.
and Blade had a voice cameo in the post credits of Eternals. And an alternate version of the character, Blade Knight, appeared in Marvel Zombies.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah, sure.
we have a little bit of something. Hopefully, I feel like they're dangling this black person over our
I just
over
hope
our heads.
I hope that like the tie up with Blade hasn't like stopped Mahershala from taking
Yeah.
projects and stuff, because
Yeah.
it seems like it feels like he should have been in
In
more
more
places and in more
Yeah.
things than he has been.
And it could be that maybe he just was like, you know what, I've been doing a lot. I'm taking a little break or whatever. I'm going to focus on like my family, other projects, or whatever the case may be. But you already know if you're going to be in a Marvel project, it's a lot of time, it's a lot of work, and all these things. The workout regime. Ooh, what did
Regime.
I say?
Regime.
The regimen in by
Yeah.
itself is going to be a lot.
Yeah.
So I feel like they should compensate him for any time loss on other projects that he had to turn down
Yeah, I
because
agree.
they kept talking about this one.
I firmly agree. Okay, so
It's the start of the award season.
Yes.
This is the first big one of 2026.
mhm.
So the next one I think should be Academy Awards. I think that's usually February.
I think it's gonna be in either March or April.
Okay. So hopefully by that time they'll put some marketing behind it so we actually know what it is.
Yeah.
And perhaps we'll watch it. I don't know. All right. Moving on. to
Yeah, it's March
some-
15th.
March 15th. All right.
Yeah.
So moving on, we have some more pop culture news. This is gonna give a warning
Yes.
because it's some could be some triggering content for some folks.
Yes.
But this is something I don't
Warning.
know. I don't think we've talked about the Tyler Perry essaying allegations
Mhm.
before because this is not the first time. He was last year accused by actor Derek Dixon and was
Mhm.
sued by him for alleged harassment, improper messages, possible touching, different things. But he's now being sued again by model Mario Rodriguez, who is suing him for $77 million, alleging essay, battery, and intentional infliction of emotional distress.
Damn.
So Mario Rodriguez had a small role in Boo and Medea Halloween, which I have never seen, so could not tell you who he played in that movie.
Yeah.
He's being represented by attorney Jonathan J. Delshad, who also represented Derek Dixon last year. Of course, Tyler Perry is refuting all the allegations.
Mhm.
His lawyer, Alex Spiro, is said in a statement, having recently failed in another matter against Mr. Perry, the very same lawyer has now made yet another demand from more than a decade ago, which will also be a failed money grab. So this is one of those things where we know that people act poorly when in the Hollywood industry. We know that there's lots of shenanigans that go on. Tyler Perry has not been, has had allegations of various things throughout the years, whether it was just the allegations that he was in the closet, the allegations that he's not treating his writers or his actors well, and then more recently, these allegations from male actors in his shows that he has possibly, whether it was just propositioning them, touching them, and any other harassment. It's come out from a few people, but I think he's only been sued by 2,
Mhm.
but there have been other people who've worked with him have made claims. This is apparently happening. Allegedly happened in 2015. Rodriguez said that he was approached by a trainer while at a Los Angeles gym who said Perry wanted to meet him. After he spoke with Perry, he was offered the small role in Medea Halloween. He played frat guy number 10 in the movie. His complaint alleges that on multiple instances, Perry invited Rodriguez over to his home under the guise of discussing future work projects, only to make sexual advances while they were drinking. And in November 2018, he alleges that Tyler Perry grabbed his genitals after he told him to stop repeatedly, and he had to struggle to get away. And that Tyler Perry allegedly told Rodriguez to let it happen. If you were to just be with me, I would take care of you. And so there are allegedly also 2 other incidents where Perry apologized to him and gave him $5,000 and sent him away. It's unfortunate, but not surprising.
Yeah.
Like, someone of Tyler Perry's caliber, his power, his wealth, we know that people in those positions a lot of times have huge skeletons in their closet.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where you would hope it's not true, but also you can't put anything past anyone. So again, this is one of those things where this is now the second, third, fourth, whoever person who has alleged something against you.
It creates like a pattern.
Yeah. And so it's like, is it possible that all these people, like this man having the same lawyer as the other guy, some might say, well, maybe this guy is just trying to throw things at the wall to see what sticks. Possibly, right? It could possibly be that. But I also just feel like after so many times, like, who is going to, not to say people are not crazy and ridiculous and would say things just for the like getting their name out there, but this is not something you ever want to have on your ledger, right? To be going up against someone who's as big as Tyler Perry in the industry. And I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I just wouldn't be surprised. It's a good looking man. Well, specifically Rodriguez.
Okay. I'm about to say, like, Tyler Perry's okay.
Who, he was a, up and coming actor. That gives you space to be taken advantage of from anyone. So I just wouldn't be surprised if this is what happened.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we'll see. We'll keep abreast of what's going on. We'll give you an update once there is one. It's something that'll probably either be settled out of court, or it'll go to trial, or it'll be dismissed. These are really like the main things that usually happen with those.
Yeah. God, Tyler Perry's filmography is filled with 4s and 3s.
The movies
and
aren't
5.
good. They're not good. He has a few handfuls.
I think the
of
highest rated movie that he has on IMDb might be Daddy's Little Girls. Actually, Why Did I Get Married? At 6
Daddy's Little Girls was
out of
good.
10.
Why Did I Get Married? I always say we watching that at
The Family That Prays.
In the movie theater was great. The Family That Prays also one that I thought was great, but majority of them,
yeah, a lot of these
not
are
good.
just
Terrible.
And
a lot of the ones where you do like them, it's because the cast was so good that it kind of evened it out.
Straw got a 6.5.
Straw was terrible,
I don't know.
and I was so mad that we watched it because every single time Tyler Perry comes out with a movie,
Straw.
I'm always like, I'm never gonna watch this because I know it's gonna be bad. And then something happens where I'm like, let me just watch it because everyone's talking about it, and I'm pissed off.
Yeah, it's not good. Not good.
Just like that one with Trevante Rhodes and Kelly Rowland.
What?
Black or whatever it was called. I don't remember.
What was that one? Because that was supposed to be the sexy one.
It was supposed to be, but it was not sexy. I don't know what sex they were supposed to have in there, but it wasn't in there. It was not good. So another person has some allegations coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Reverend Donnie McClurkin.
Donnie McClurkin.
He recently spoke out this weekend after a man named Giuseppe Carletto accused him of several years of assault during their prayer sessions. Where'd it go? So on a statement on social media, let me share it so you all can read it as I do. So a statement on social media from his account. He said, with all humility, faith, and deep respect for Christ and this global gospel music and ministry community, which has shaped my life, my calling, and my character, I address this letter. Many of you are aware of the profane allegations of sexual assault. Well, I can't say that, right?
No, you can. SA.
All right, of the profane allegations of SA and rape and coercion that have been recently lodged against me. I want to state clearly and unequivocally that these allegations are contrived and untrue. I understand the weight of such false claims, especially in our community rooted in faith, trust, and the teachings of Jesus Christ. And can I say sexual violence? Well, and violence in any form is a real and painful reality for many and not to be used frivolously. True survivors deserve to be heard, protected, and supported. At the same time, the truth matters, and the truth has not been told. And although I know many have already formed their opinions based on initial belief and controversy, as we are apt to do with something of this nature, I ask that this community exercises patience and trust in God's timing for the truth to fully come to light. I have always sought to conduct myself with integrity, transparency, godly care, and responsibility in the fulfillment of my Christian life and duties. This accusation of salacious engagement or any misconduct that harmed, exploited, or took advantage of anyone and misused my position, leadership, or influence in any way in these false accusations is emphatically untrue. My love for and walk with Christ means everything to me and is deeply sensitive and sacred. I live to please him, which is why it is essential that the facts be established carefully, responsibly, and fairly. Although I have not yet been served the official legal complaint, I am proactively cooperating fully with the appropriate processes and will vigorously defend to the fullest against this defamatory and baseless lawsuit. I am confident that when the truth is fully known, I will be vindicated. Please pray for the accuser as well, seriously and sincerely. I thank everyone for their continued prayers and support. God bless you all. It's gonna get better after a while. Sincerely in Christ, Donnie McClurkin.
I don't know. I'd have to continue to monitor this to see how it goes, but again, like I wouldn't be surprised if things allegedly turn out to have more factualness behind it, if that makes sense.
Well, the defendant? No. What is it called when you're on the other side?
Not prosecutor. It's not. There's defendant, and then there's the
man that's accusing him.
The accuser. Let's just say
the man that's accusing him is saying that he met Donnie McClurkin at his church in August 2003. And he claimed that the pastor assured him that he would help deliver him from homosexuality. He said McClurkin committed to the idea so much that when he was his personal assistant, the gospel singer led Pray the Gay Away spiritual sessions, during which time he's saying that he was groped without his consent. He also claims that he was coerced by Donnie into unwanted acts between 2007 and 2015. And he claims he tried to confide in the church staff about the alleged abuse, but they did nothing.
I already do. Obviously, I'm not a fan of any of this pray to gay away bullshit. Like, it's ridiculous. It's nonsense. And it's extremely harmful. Yeah. It's extremely harmful. Just fucking accept who you are.
Yeah. I think so. Donnie McClurkin actually, there's a lot of people in my personal life who know him or go to his church. My mom actually, she rode the bus with him when she was a little girl. I think they were about the same age, so they were. She rode the bus with like him and his siblings. So I've always known about him. There were always when I from the time I was younger, I remember people saying that they thought he might be gay and things like that. And it wasn't until I want to say within the last decade or so that he talked about he was I don't know if he ever said he was homosexual, but he did talk about how he himself had been abused by, I want to say it was a uncle or something like that when he was younger. And he talked about how that caused confusion for him with his own sexuality, and that a few years ago, he made a statement that was basically like, he has sexual and romantic feelings for men, but due to his relationship with Christ, he does not act on them. Yeah. Which is one of those things where I feel like it's very sad, because I think there are a lot of people who believe that like they have these feelings, they repress them, or they acknowledge them, but they say they're not going to do anything with it because they think it goes against God. But unfortunately, if you are someone connected to religion, specifically Christianity and the church, a lot of those teachings, especially the older teachings, are about how terrible it is to be gay. Pray the gay away is something that is not new, has been around forever. That's why you have all the like conversion camps, etc. Yeah. All these things that do not work. Yeah. So this is a situation where it is, again, it would not be surprising, not because of anything about Donnie McClurkin, but just because of the power that happens, regardless of, like with Tyler Perry, anyone who's in a position of power, who has influence, who has a following, because people I have asked who, whether they've gone to his church before, they've met him, they know him, whatever, when I've asked them about this situation, they have been like, pretty defensive, or just like saying that there's nothing to go, nothing's happening, and they're standing with their pastor, and which is like, which people do, they stand with them. Even when you look at the comments, everyone's like, we're standing with you, like we're here for you, pastor, and all that. And the thing is, you don't want these sort of situations to be true. Like, you want this person to just be problematic, you want them to just be like a liar, because knowing that someone who is supposed to be kind of holding your hand through this journey and your walk with Christ could be doing something so harmful to someone else, nobody ever wants to believe that. Whether it has to do with any kind of abuse, right? Because there's pastors and deacons and fathers and all these priests and things who have had many different types of abuses under their belt, but nobody wants to believe it because it will shatter the opinion they have of Christ, the church, themselves. So it's unfortunate. I would hope that the guy, it's like you would hope the guy's lying to keep it, like, to not have someone who has outwardly been so great and leading all these people to be doing something like that. But it's like, I feel like with these things, you just have to say to yourself, people are flawed, right? Just because he may have done something, that doesn't mean that you should like turn away from the church or whatever. Now, if that particular church is defending and not listening to what's going on
covering shit up, and
you walk away from there, you go find another one. There's many churches around that you can go to.
See, that's the problem when an individual becomes like a figurehead
Yeah.
or like become so ingrained with the faith that
Mhm.
they themselves like become the face of the faith.
Yeah. It's the shiny pony syndrome that we get in politics when people are leaders of the movement. It's like you hear one thing happened with them that what goes against what you could think or what we as a society think is right, and people want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. You don't have to do that. If Donnie McClurkin is guilty, you could cut ties with him and go on and continue with whatever your spiritual journey is. But I think that this is one of those situations where we cannot allow ourselves to be blinded and deluded because we care about someone so much. Like just when we were talking about like the Epstein files, if Obama's on those Epstein files, lock him up, right? Like lock him up. It doesn't matter how much we loved him. He was a great president and all this stuff. Take him away. We can't, because you just can't allow people to do negative things and harm folks and get away with it just because they are charming and cool and have the cult of personality.
It should be said that Obama so far has not turned up.
Yes, we have not seen
anything like that. Nothing like that with Obama. So hey,
and I feel like they would have found it.
Yeah, by this point it would have come out or something like that. You know what I mean?
He's not gonna be able to.
He's not on the Epstein list. He wasn't at any of the Diddy parties. Like it's hey.
But we know one president
he was just a dude in Chicago with his wife,
smoking
all those cigarettes,
smoking a spliff,
and just droning motherfuckers. That's his legacy. Like, and that's fine.
The drones are bad enough,
and that's fine. If that's the worst thing, I guess we could be like the drones. Every president has blood on their body, so that is what it is.
So I guess we'll see what happens with this Donnie McClurkin case.
Yeah, we will see. Yeah.
And our last pop culture story before we close things out, we have the breakup of Desmond and Christy Scott. If you do not know who these people are, let me share a picture so you can see what they look like. So I am really heartbroken by this because I have been following them since they came on the scene, specifically following Christy. And I remember, I want to say she got popular. It might have been during the Panty, maybe, or a little before that. And she would be like documenting her life and just like the pranks that she would play on her husband, Desmond. And it was like she would be really silly and he would have his, loud, screechy laugh that he always would do. And it was just like fun and cute. Like they told us their story of how they met. Like they met when they were 14. I think they got married like 10 years later. I think they were like, they might have been 24, 25 when they got married. I believe they have 2 or 3 children together. So it was just like really sweet. This like cute Black couple, their family just being themselves. And it turned into a whole like conglomerate of themselves. Like I believe they started a like a videography business. I think they like do videos mainly for like weddings and things like that. I forgot the name of it. But they just like they really were able to translate their social media fame into a like family generational like business. But this past week it came out that she has filed for divorce due to alleged infidelity. And Desmond put out a post. Why isn't it showing? Hold on. He put out a post on social media that said, I want to begin by apologizing to Christy, our family, and everyone who has been impacted by the public attention surrounding the situation. I know this news has been disappointing for many, and I'm truly sorry for the hurt it has caused. Christy is the mother of my children, and that will always come first. I remain fully committed to being an active, present, and loving parent to our boys, as I have always been. So he alleged in his statement that at some point this past year, the two of them had decided they were going to separate, or they were talking about separation. During that time, he made some choices, he said, that were not good for his family, which I'm assuming must have been cheating.
Mm-hmm.
And so that led to divorce. But it's just like, damn, you really blew up your family over some cooch? Like, it just...
I don't know these people, so like I don't really have much of an investment in any of this, but I will say, like, I don't know, like it happens.
It does
unfortunately
happen. It's always sad to me though when people, like, they've been together since they were 14 years old.
If anything, it makes sense because I was reading that they were middle school sweethearts.
Yeah,
middle school sweethearts. So they've been together since middle school. I don't know how old these. Oh yeah, H. She's 30.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and they've been together since middle school.
Since they were 14.
Since they were 14.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They've just, it's like,
sounds about right.
I think it's just like, it's sad because they've been together all this time, which that part, I am not surprised that either one of them could have said,
stepping out.
I want, stepping out, or I want a break, or I need a break, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that, I'm curious if this would have occurred if they had not become social media famous.
So if they were just nobodies and they were just middle school sweethearts with two kids, having been together since they were 14 years old,
like, would it?
Yeah, I think stepping out probably would have happened.
You think it would, but they also are,
because imagine being with somebody since you were, when you're in middle school, not even in high school, when you're in middle school, like, you're just going through puberty.
No,
you know what I mean? Like, we're watching Harry Potter and them grow up, and they, like, imagine like saying, this is my person as I fucking get through acne and discover deodorant and maybe wear my hair a little bit weird one year, or just learn how to fucking do anything.
I think it's the most,
you know what I mean? Like,
there are people who have been together from 14, from earlier, from high school or whatever, college, that they stay together. That's not an issue. There are people who get together young.
That's essentially saying that your first relationship is your only relationship.
There are people who have had only one relationship. This is the thing about it is, I think that maybe now in the context of this, in the 2020s, when people are used to like hookup culture, and I can't imagine like only being with one person, like, there are people who met somebody, started dating, got married when they got to adulthood, and stayed together. That does not mean that is none of them ever wanted to step out, and it doesn't mean also that nobody has stepped out. I don't think that him wanting to step out sounds ridiculous. But I do think that him getting this money and this fame and this like being out there provided him with more options, and that he took those options because of the fact that he had the ability to. Because the thing is, when you're looking at his wife, she's beautiful.
Yeah, she is.
She like, there's nothing about her that you would think is like mom. She still looks, she's still young. She's 30.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, she's young, she's vibrant, she's fun. Like, she's all these things that men will be like, I want my partner to be this type of person, right? And so she's checking off all these boxes, and that still was not enough. And not to say that, if they were talking about separation, or if they decided to separate, what were the parameters of the separation? And if having outside relationships were not part of the separation, then the fault is on you, my guy, because separating does not mean divorced. Because my mom used to tell me that all the time. If a man tells you he's separated, that means nothing because he's not divorced. And obviously, everyone's marriages are different.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are separated and they're really separated and they're getting divorced. So they're just waiting on the paperwork, right?
Yeah.
Some men are separated and they're not actually, they're just like, we're having a rough patch, but I'm going to still go and fuck whoever I want to fuck because I can, and I could use the we're on a break excuse, right?
Yeah.
And so I think he fucked around and found out. Because it's like, I'm sure she's probably looked at other men and been like, that would be fun. But we made an agreement. We've made a vow to each other. So here we are. And this is what we're just sticking it out. I mean, I think that's the quote unquote danger of meeting someone so young, is that you then have to really say for yourself, like, hopefully you've gotten married later on and not like right when you're 18.
Yeah.
But you have to really be able to say to yourself.
That's a whole bunch of development that you're now locked into dealing with another person, because you said, I want to marry this person while I'm also becoming a person.
And I think that's the part where, like, my mom was always like very vehement that she wanted me to not even think about marriage until I was like late 20s, 30 or whatever, because for her, the first time she got engaged, she was 19.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody thought that was weird. If she had gotten married at 19, nobody would have been like, oh no, don't do it. They were like, when she got engaged, they were like, oh, it took y'all long enough because y'all have been together for 2 years, because it was very normal. My Nana got married the day after her 18th birthday. My Nigerian grandma, she might have been, I don't know, 15, 16. Like, it was, for a very long time, people were getting married very young.
Yeah.
Staying married, regardless of whoever was doing anything, they were together. And so this is like, it's not abnormal. They're also Jehovah's Witnesses, which I think
there's that.
Yeah,
there's also that.
There's also that. Because that is like, very religious, very strict. So it wouldn't be abnormal for people to marry young and stay married. So it's just one of those things where, I hope them all the best.
Yeah, me too.
But that's it for pop culture this week.
All right, that's everything for pop culture.
We got to wrap up because we only have a few more minutes.
Yes.
Before we're gonna get kicked off this thing. But you don't have to play the song. What about just say one thing that made you happy real quick? And I'll say one thing that made me happy real quick, and then we'll get out of here.
My dad's coming, so that made me happy this week, or at least like planning for him to come has made me happy this week. What about you?
Doing this podcast with you.
Yes, and also doing this podcast
has made me happy this week. Also, watching the Harry Potter movies.
Sure. Yeah.
That has been making me happy because
Dobby's free.
I always love that.
Yeah. We're almost done. We're at what? We have 3 more?
Yeah, because they split the last movie into 2.
Yeah, so we just got 3 more.
All right. So if that's everything, that's everything. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Don't forget, share, subscribe, comment, email us, all the things. Like all the things.
All right. Until then, take it easy, keep it sleazy. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the show. If you'd like to contact the podcast, you can reach us via email at blackandsnerdypodcast@gmail.com. You can also find us on Instagram and TikTok at Black and Snerdy Podcast, as well as on Twitter at Black and Snerdy. You can find me, Maurice, on all social media under the handle Licorish is Legit. That's LICORISH is legit.
And you can find me on Instagram. It's That's OD. THATSOD.E, and on Twitter, THATSOD_E. And don't forget to like, rate, and subscribe to us. Tune in next time to the Black and Snerdy podcast, where nerds of a feather flock together.
Remember?
Bye.
Boy.
Not yet. Not yet.
No, this is keeping it. We're keeping this in. Don't forget to take your meds and your subs and drink water. Bye.
Bye.
I actually want to keep that.